diva. But when you're good, it's not bragging. And elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome to the home of the Clemson Tigers, Death Valley in Clemson, South Carolina. As we'll see a squad from the Big Ten, the Oregon Ducks, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Clemson Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, Reese Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Time to get this game started. Clemson will boot it away to get this one started. On the run from inside his own 5. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. This is what we expected. This crowd ready to make its presence known. Power football with the run. Into the pile, maybe got one. He stopped at the 21.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Obviously, when you're playing in weather like this, the ball is very slippery and it's hard to catch. The QB threw a bullet that time, and his receiver just could not reel it in.
More to the air. And he was hit just as he released it, and it falls to the turf.
That's exactly how you set a tone when you're on defense, and especially when you're at home. If you can get them and force them into a punt early, keep that crowd going and involved, man, is it fun to play defense.
Punt is on its way. Not able to pop the big return, but they've got the ball back and ready to go with a fresh possession. Now they'll try to cash in this drive. 1st and 10 from the 50. Trying to turn the corner on the left. At the 40, there he goes. He's loose down the left side. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Tiger. What an explosive eruption into the end zone by this running back.
And this back does it a lot. He makes big plays. When you can make big plays like this, it makes everybody's job easier. Oh, we can play action. Oh, we can throw it. But it starts with the run game, and this guy's setting everything up.
And he did get that extra point through the slippery surface, no problem. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. They'll leave it with him. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage.
You got to have that defense you know you can go to in running situations. Your base defense where you say, okay, this is where I'm going to start, and I'm going to stop the run, stuff it up front. My guys play big up front. Then if I need to add some blitzes to it later on down the road, I can. But great job in the base defense making a play.
They've got them pinned deep in their own end, and this crowd trying to help keep them there. The give to the left. Pushes ahead for 2. They'll mark it at the 17.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
Beneath the shadow of Howard's Rock, Death Valley is rocking, trying to help the Tigers on 3rd down. Looking to buy time. Got away from trouble and got rid of it. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. He's knocked down, but what a play to come up with the interception.
What a nice play by the DB there. When that rain starts coming down, the ball gets a little bit heavier. The quarterback throws the ball a little bit lighter. DBs can take advantage sometimes of some underthrown balls, go out and make some big plays.
Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Scanning the field, it's Underwood. The throw. It's complete to the right. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line.
One of the things that makes this quarterback so dangerous is how accurate he can be when he's on the run. And he's a guy that's looking to throw. He's not looking to take off himself. Showed you that accuracy on that play to get the first.
The offense changing the play. Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall. It'll be 2nd down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. The toss to the right. And he runs it in for the score. Touchdown, Clemson.
Nice drive, nice touchdown. I love this offense's response to what happened a week ago. Listen, we're 0-1, so be it. Let's put the foot on the gas. Let's move forward, get better, and they have in game 2 so far.
And for a quick update, let's go to Kevin Connors in the studio.
Hey guys, we've got a final in a game that just wrapped up here in the SEC. Kentucky may not be leaving town with a blowout victory, but they'll take the dub away from Kroger Field every time. The Cats have been racking up road wins since the Bear Bryant days, and they'll get another one today. Going to be very interesting to see what the fallout from this one is, because as we know, you can't lose games in the SEC like this without some blowback.
Kevin, thanks a lot for that one. Sounds as if they had a good one there. Moore will throw. Hit hard just as he released it on 1st down and just couldn't get it to the receiver.
Obviously not the start this quarterback was hoping for, guys. He's now 0 for 4 to start the game throwing it. It just can't seem to find a rhythm. He's not finding his receivers. I'm even wondering if he's seeing the field that well at all. But no surprise, when you start the game 0 for 4 at QB, you've got no points on offense.
That's caught. It's Dickey. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground to cover to pick up the first. Here's the snap, ready to cut one loose. Caught over the middle, it's Moore. Doesn't quite make it to the 1st down marker, he's a yard short.
One of the things I love about this defense is they just have such great awareness, and they're always communicating. They understood the down and distance. They knew exactly what they needed to do to make the tackle to force the punt. That is so well done.
And the offense will stay on the field. Do you think they're just going to try to make the defense jump? He'll move it up to the 37-yard line, and it'll be a 1st down.
You know, I think there's a lot of people in the stadium that were wondering, why are they going for it on 4th and 1 in their own end of the field? But the gamble paid off.
To the air on 1st down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And he's brought down after a nice gain.
Well, I know the tight end did some good things after the catch, but got to give the quarterback credit, too, for the location of the throw. Because he put it out in front of his big man, he was able to make the catch and accelerate, creating some distance there between him and the defense.
And with that stop, we are headed toward the end of the first quarter. We've reached a break. Clemson has the lead. They largely dominated this first quarter as indicated by the stats. Now the challenge here, they've taken a punch, but they can't let it get out of hand as we start the second. First play of the period will be a second down. Moore to the air. And he got smacked just as he released the pass. It's incomplete.
You want to make a guy that's elite, that's one of the best in the business, start to become more and more human. Keep getting hits on. Nice job by the defense, getting in his face, being physical. Make him feel your presence. Don't let him get comfortable back there.
And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45.
Man, this defense is dominating all game long. They have been making this quarterback's life so difficult with their pass rush. They bring him down there for the sack. They're not giving anything up. They're leading this game by a lot. We're only in the second quarter, and this ain't going to change unless this offense can find a rhythm.
The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. He might want another play. Wants to throw on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot at the DB. Makes the catch down the right side. This guy has the look of the next big play receiver at Clemson in the vein of T. Higgins or Mike Williams.
Or DeAndre Hopkins or Sammy Watkins. I mean, the list is pretty lengthy of guys that are big, explosive, fast, and they can really win on the outside. And Clemson, as much as anybody, they're going to catch the ball, spit it to those guys, let them go make plays.
Fires downfield. It's picked off. The Heisman contender turns it over.
Well, he started rolling to his right, and because of that, it allowed the defender some time to close the distance between himself and the intended target, and his speed got him to the point, and he was able to come away with the pick.
The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. They've taken a couple of punches to the jaw, and now they'll try to get this offense going down a couple of touchdowns. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
And this offense on first down, man, they go backwards. And they built a deficit, and they've been sluggish. And they just need something to get going, to get started, because they've kind of looked out of sorts and out of rhythm this whole game.
Back to pass. Got it in the middle. It's Moore. Makes the grab almost to the first down marker, but a good pickup on that one. It's getting loud in here, and they may raise the dues on it if they can stop him on third down. Looking to throw for it. Grabbed in the backfield. It's Johnson. Oh, he's got some space. He gets the job done on third down. They move the chains. It's at the 37. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. And the Ducks will snap it on 1st and 10. Wants to go up top on first down. Powers through the defender. Touchdown, Ducks! Once he got a step, it was all over right to the house. Big time touchdown there to get some much needed momentum.
You got to find something, right? Who you going to go to make that big play to get you back into it? You're not back in it yet. It's not tied. You're not there yet, but you're starting to inch back into it and get some momentum going.
Lining up to add another. And after the extra point, they've cut the lead in half, down 14-7. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put the points on the board with that 37-yard touchdown pass. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. From inside the 10-yard line, he'll bring it back. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. Clemson ready to dial up some ball plays. They've got it on offense. Last drive ended with a pick. Vitally important to take care of the football this time. Picks up the first down, still moving. Building momentum, picking up a chunk of yardage, moving the chains out to the 34. It's a thing at Clemson to run downhill, literally, usually when they enter the stadium. But sometimes it feels like this running game's doing that. Breaks into the open. And after gobbling up some serious yardage and showing off those wheels, he's finally out of bounds.
Every time he touches the ball, you can feel the excitement from this home crowd because Palmer, he can go the distance with that game-breaking speed.
You're right, David. He's a special talent. I'll tell you, these fans, they come here to see this guy play because he has game-breaking speed.
Looking for the end zone. And he waltzes in for the score. Touchdown, Tiger! Seems as if he has reservations for 6 every time he touches the ball.
What is that, Reese? That's 3 already, I think, for him in the first half. So great start. I'd keep feeding him, I think. He's doing okay.
The AT unit on the field. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick strike offense on that 3-play scoring drive. And the capper on that drive, the 10-yard touchdown run. Looks like he's going to try to return it. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They'll go to the ground. They knock him down after a gain of 3 to the 23.
It's definitely too early to panic, but there's some bad feelings going on for this offense right now. You're way down on the scoreboard. I know we're still in the first half, but after that last play, it's pretty obvious. You can't run the ball. You're becoming a one-dimensional offense at a time when you need to be able to score some points. So either get it done through the air or you've got to be more physical up front.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Looking to fire. Pulls it in. It's Dickey. He almost picked up the first down on that one, but he'll be just a little bit short. IndyCar tempo as they head to the line for this third down play. Clock running. They'll try to get the first through the air. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Didn't get a chance to show off those running skills, but he gives them the ball at the 29-yard line.
Well, obviously it's raining here in this game, and ball's slippery. I don't know if that slipped out of the QB's hands a little bit, but it certainly wasn't an accurate throw, and as a result, it ends up in an interception.
Plenty of time left in the half here as they take over, but they will want to be efficient here in the final 2 minutes. Wants to adjust the pattern. To the air, it's Underwood. Makes the catch, it's Haynes. Headed to the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And the offense punches in it again, and we call his name again. That's 2 touchdowns now in 2 games with still more to be played. I tell you what, I think this guy's name will be called a lot more throughout the season. He's that kind of good.
Ready to try the point after. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Fellas, it's gone final in a huge top 25 showdown. Here's how it went down. Florida sparkled today in a dominant road win. In fact, by the 4th quarter, it almost felt like this game was being played in the swamp. That's how much they took that crowd out of it. Going to be interesting to see what the fallout from this one is for one ranked team, while the other figures to get a bounce when the new rankings come out, guys.
And Kevin Connors keeping an eye on everything all over the country. Sounds like they had a good one there. They'll start this drive going to the air. Quickly out to the tight end. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short game there.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him. Getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football. Knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Picked up some yardage with that completion. Now 2nd down. Off the play fake. Fires to the right. Can't make the grab. Quarterback just missed him a little bit.
The offense just has not been able to find a way to get their rhythm going here in the first half. We just haven't seen it in the passing game. That was a really good example of it again. If they're going to score more points in the second half, they've got to make some adjustments here at halftime.
They'll give it to the back. There he goes. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can stop the clock.
And they just kind of sneaked that one in there as a defensive guy, 3rd and 5+. I'm thinking pass. They were thinking pass, Palmer, and they slipped the run in.
And it's so nice then to have this guy at running back too, right? Because you could throw it to him on 3rd down or hand it off. And he's got the vision and the athleticism to go pick up that first.
Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. Takes it the other way. Touchdown, Clemson! The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
And with that score, this thing is getting ugly. This offense has had their way, and not only have they had their way, now they finish the half like they're supposed to, scoring the football, building on their lead. This defense,
oh, and they blocked him. He's got a chance to take this one back.
The attempt at the two-point conversion is no good. That keeps the score. Clemson 34, Oregon 7.
They are set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. They'll get a chance to work on that hurry-up offense here in the final minute of the first half. The give to the back. And this one will be stopped for no gain.
that back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. second half. Ball is coming out to the 40 after that penalty on the kickoff.
Let's go. Break. Double, double. Here we go. Easton.
They'll send the tight end in motion. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half.
Ready? Break. Black 18. Black 18. Blue 82 Monster Indy.
Oh, that was less than choreographed. Everybody going on their own snap count there. So the decision has been made, and the coach will take the penalty.
Ready? Break. Single. Ready 18.
Quarterback making checks. Looking downfield, it's Underwood. Makes the grab. Tackled there by the defense.
When you play zone coverage, you got a wide receiver that's a beast. It becomes very, very difficult. Got to make sure I play physical and maybe even shade the side of the wide receiver having a lot of success.
Wants to go up top. And he can't connect on the throw. It's incomplete.
The defense was obviously ready for that play. They've obviously been watching film. They know that that pass play is one of the bread and butter plays this offense has, so nice job defending it.
Wants to throw on third down. Caught, close to the marker. It's Courtney. Turning it on. And they are finding some space in this defense. He's got it down to the 25.
When you're a playmaker like this guy is, your coaches are going to dial up plays intended for you, especially on third down. That's what you saw in that last play. There was no question where the quarterback was going with that football. All week long, they decided on the biggest downs of this game, we're going to target our best player, and we're going to make sure that he gets looks. It doesn't matter what the coverage is. You saw it right there on that.
My old coach said, you'll never go broke taking a profit. Take what's there, take the positive yards, and never complain.
The Tigers with myriad options after that big pickup on first down. The play action fake. Grabs behind the line. It's Davidson. He's brought down, but he went backwards after that completion, not the way they had it drawn up. Already in chip shot field goal range at the 21, but this third and short, they're still thinking touchdown. Here's a heat. Got him downfield. And it's a catch, but he's got enough for the first down.
If it ain't broke, don't fix it. This offense had so much success in that first half, so in the third quarter, they come out, and the quarterback looks like he's still dealing. This has been a really nice drive. That was a really nice throw. Just keep doing what you're doing if you're on offense.
He's got the tight end. Touchdown, Tigers! And they take it in for 6 more points.
And how about this offense? Another scoring drive. Great job. They seem to be in a much better rhythm than they were a week ago. They're 0-1, lost week 1. They could have gotten down on themselves. I like the way they bounced back. Now they're going to be 1-1 with this performance.
The kick is good, but the penalty flag indicates we've got a roughing the kicker call coming. The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. And it'll come out to the 25. No attempt at a return. Looking to throw on first down. It's complete to the left. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they have a first down at the 43. Big chunk play to start this drive. Now they'll really try to take it to this defense. Looking to throw on first down. Still looking on the move. Dumps it to the back. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on first down.
Well, it was a good throw. It was a good route, but it was the hit that forced that incompletion.
So now it's second and long. Couldn't connect on first down, now back to the air. And it's picked off for the third time today. And they'll close in on him after a good return on the interception.
And if you're going to throw a heater like that as a quarterback, you better be accurate because tips lead to picks, especially when you're throwing. Over the middle of the field. That time trying to find his tight end, but it is not an accurate throw. It goes up in the air, and the defense makes him pay with the pick.
We thought we might see some of this. They'll go to the Wildcat formation here. Direct snap. Oh, he's got a chance. They bring him down, but that's why you give them that Wildcat look to create an opportunity for big plays. They're in the red zone. First and 10 from the 20. Using his legs, it's Haynes. Not a lot there. Picks up one inside the 20 to the 19.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
Yeah, and you see in the red zone, all the bodies start to come inside. A lot of times you try to find a way to get to the perimeter. This offense does a good job. They toss the football. Nice job by the defense. Now forcing a third down.
Trying to turn the corner on the right. And they're able to get a third down stop here. See if they go for it on fourth.
Now, a fourth down.
So the offense is going to go for it on fourth down. Pulls and throws off the RPO. They stop him short of the marker, and they'll turn it over on downs.
And they decide to go for it. They decide to be aggressive, try to throw the football down the field. Receiver, quarterback, not on the same page. No dice, turnover on downs.
90 yards in front of them as they start the drive at their own 10. They'll test the right side. Good pickup on the ground there. Give him 5 to the 16-yard line. as they get set to snap it just about to reach the end of the quarter. They believe they can run right here. We've come to the end of the quarter, and Clemson has the lead. And this beatdown is close to completion as we've reached the end of 3. Let's take a look at how we got here. I guess if you're an optimist, the stage is set for a massive fourth quarter comeback. With the break, they had a little extra time to dial something up for this third down play. Trying to pick it up on the ground. Runs through the tackle. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down.
And I think that's what you want to see from this offense down the stretch. Like, can you physically dominate the game? You've got the lead. Now run the football, eat clock, continue to feed your dude.
On the move. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
Yeah, and this offense has to find a way to run the football. They got to get more creative, whatever that looks like for this offense, something to jumpstart them because nothing really going on the ground.
Yeah, defensively, though, you got to give them credit, too, because they knew that physically they were going to try to be challenged up front. That was a big MO for this offense coming into it. But the defense, they've risen to the occasion. Their front seven has dominated this entire game.
They've got to come up with a big play on this third and long. Under fire. And the pressure was too much. They get him at the 15.
Yeah, and this offense has struggled all day. And how about the protection up front? You got to protect your quarterback. You got to keep him upright. And his second sack of the day. Nice. A lot more passing situations coming with this team down big.
A high kick. Let's see if he can pin them back deep in their own end. And the returner will be brought down. So they come to the line, and the Wildcat going to give them a different look. Motion from the back. Direct snap. It's Underwood. Throwing right. And he can't complete the first pass. Let's see if he can get settled. Fourth quarter. Huge lead. I'm not really sure why you need to take that kind of shot.
You don't. You definitely don't need to. You can run the clock. You can run the football. You can make sure that you're playing it safe and conservative. Or you can just go for rub it in your face, eat that. You know, I don't like the other coach.
Finds his man. It's Davidson. All down, but they'll move the sticks as he picks up the first down.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Firing to the right, complete. They'll get it down to the 8-yard line on that throw and catch, and the defense is backed up against the wall.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Going to work in the red zone, they can't pick up the first down without getting it into the end zone. On the ground, trying to pull the plug on this clock. And he won't quite get there, but boy, after that pickup, just a few inches to go for the first. An array of possibilities here. Got it behind the line. It's Haynes. Defense is there to make the stop, but he's got the first down, and they'll have it first and goal at the 6. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And the Tigers trying to get a touchdown on first and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2.
This is a hard defense to run to the outside against because of their speed. You saw in that last play their ability to go sideline to sideline, win at the point of attack as they shut down that sweep.
Yeah, it's also...
And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
And this offense has really responded after last week. Last week, man, the hardest thing to do in college football is to go on the road and win. Come back home, you feel confident, you're in your routine, have answered the bell, took charge of this game late, and looking to go 1-0 this week.
They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. And here comes the offense. They didn't get much done the last time they had it, and to punt it away from deep in their own territory, hoping this drive will be more productive. Going right to work up top. That's caught. It's sticky.
And this offense just hasn't found a way to kind of open it up. Like, they haven't found those explosive plays. It feels like the defense is kind of strangling them and staying really close to the line of scrimmage because of their lack of their big play ability over the top. This offense has to dial something up.
The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. That will take us to the 2-minute timeout, and not much time left for this offense to put together a miracle. Let's see what they've got on second down. Moore will throw. Flushed out of the pocket. Got out of trouble, got rid of it. Grabbed on the outside, it's Moore. He steps out of bounds, but it will be enough for a first down.
As a defender, you use the sideline as the 12th man. That's another guy. You know the play stops there. He can't make a catch. Great job by the wide receiver, fighting for his space, catching the ball, and staying in bounds.
Grabbed over the middle. It's Dickey. Didn't pick up a lot there. Moved it forward just a few. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. Back to pass. Grabbed in the middle. It's Moore. Still running at the 40. Lots of running room. And he crosses the goal line and gets the touchdown, but way too little, way too late. But they still do count it for 6.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the fourth quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know next time you take the field which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
And he added the extra point. At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. And a few anxious moments, but the hands team is able to fall on it. Clemson has their paws on it, and they'll send out the offense. Boy, they have delighted these home fans here by putting this game in a hammerlock, David. Oh, he's got some space. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down.
What a run. Great speed, great vision, elusiveness, and David, he's tackled down close to the goal line.
Yeah, and this offense, when you can run the football like this, man, you will have success, especially in the red zone, trying to get touchdowns.
They ripped off a huge chunk, and now a little chunk is needed to pay it off. Looking for a man. It's Underwood. Looking for the goal line. And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And this offense has had a good day, and more importantly, this team responded from last week. 0-1, didn't look good to start the season, bouncing back, getting a convincing victory. Nice job by this team handling adversity early in the season.
And the extra point will tack another one onto this lead. They wasted no time on that drive. 2 plays, touchdown just like that. That ball skips through the end zone. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 25-yard line. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. Looking downfield on first down. Fires to the big fella. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
And this game is obviously out of hand. But I think the fans would argue, too, at this point, like, all right, well, let's not throw checkdowns, right? Let's throw some deep balls and continue to open up this offense and keep fighting. I think that's what you want to see. You want to see your squad not quit. Keep fighting until the very end of the football game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Caught near the sticks. It's Johnson. They get him at the 42, but he picked up 10 there. This offense will snap it from the 42 on 1st and 10. Still firing away as they'll go down swinging. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. And here we go. Final play of the game right here.
Here we go.
Moore to the air. And this is dropped and incomplete, and that's sort of a microcosm of how this game has gone and time has run out. This is what an elite team does. They know they're better. They go out, they take the figurative sledgehammer and hit them right between the eyes.
And they just look good in every phase of the game. If I'm on the coaching staff, I don't know what you could ask for your guys to do better. I think the challenge now for this team is going out next week and trying to play with the same type of intensity and the same level of execution.
Well, Jesse, it's easy to look good on the field when you look that good in your unit. Like when you look that good coming off the bus. Those dudes are good. This is a great team, and they proved it. Just domination from start to finish.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.